Hello everyone, I'm Laurel and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and help my community grow. Today I was thinking I want to do something that is perfect for the beginner, and everybody likes beads. I have a mold for regular beads, which is like this, and just little round beads. I believe I have another one for square beads, and at the moment I'm not too sure where that is. It's somewhere among all my molds. I was trying to find it so I could show you, but you can actually get a set of, I believe it's 3 different size round beads like this, or you can get 3 different size square beads. Now what I'm using today are, these are faceted here, and then these are just plain beads, and these with colorant look really cute. They're really beautiful beads. Now these can be used mostly for, I would say, bracelets, because you would put like a silver grommet into that, and that would look like, and here it is with the little grommets that you would put in after you made the bead. And I use this just for a bracelet. I think it's really pretty. And while I was looking around for this, I also found the beads that are square. So you have an option. I really like these. I used just the regular bead, which is this one. I didn't use the faceted, but as you can see, they're very pretty. Okay, so move all this aside and we can get started. I'm using my KISREL UV resin. I just love this. I've never had a problem with yellowing in the years that I've used it. I have a couple mixing bowls, mixing utensil, and my beads. So I'm thinking that I kind of want to do this instead of making a bracelet. I'm going to put these on a leather cord. So I have a package of leather cords here. I'm not sure which one I'll use. I do have a, let's see, green, brown, tan, and like a gray. You can also use a chain if you'd like. That would be fine, but it would have to be a thinner chain. And I'm going to be using my 5 Below glitter shakers. I'm not sure what color I'm going to be using, but if we go along with the color, the colors that I have here, I would say either something that would go along with the brown cord or the green cord. And there's plenty that can go along with the green cord, but I think I would rather do something like this glitter here for the brown cord, and then maybe the silver. I'll do the silver and that coppery color, and I think that'll look really nice. All right, so this is so simple and easy. No, there's no drilling, there's no sanding. We're just going to get right into this. Just pour your UV resin into the mixing bowls. And then put your glitters, whoops, and this one got all over. That's okay. The top didn't want to come off properly, so I'm just going to put some glitters in there. Not too much, just enough. And then let's see if this one will open. This one opened normal. You don't have to keep the glitters separate. You can mix them if you'd like, because that would look really pretty too. I'm just going to get some tape. It's just a little masking tape. I just want to get this sort of cleaned up. Okay. We'll start with this one. I'm going to do, let me think. I want to do the faceted. Okay, so when you're ready to pour, let me just get a close-up here. Make sure you pour along the edge, because if you pour right on top, this middle section will block it and it'll create a bubble, and then you'll have problems trying to burst that bubble. So we're just going to pour it along the side and then let it go into the mold. It'll take a little time, but as long as you're patient. I'm just trying to get some of these closer so I can get some of the bigger pieces of glitter in there. Okay. And then make sure that you stir on occasion, just to make sure that you get the glitter in there. And it's kind of, it's a little tricky to get it all in there, but just use your tool if some of them get on the side. And then you can just clean that up after. And then do that for each of them until it's filled. And then I'll show you what it looks like when they're all filled up. Okay, so this is what they look like all filled up. And now we can start curing it. And I'm going to do it about 3 minutes because there's so many little glitters in there. So I'm going to do about 3 minutes on top and then turn it over and do 3 minutes on the bottom. Okay, so they're done curing and they're ready to remove from the mold. Okay, now on to the next step. I'm going to make 3 more, and I'll do that off camera. So what we're going to do next is we're going to work on the silver. And it's the same step. You're just going to pour it along the side and let it just glide on in inside the mold. And I'm having a little difficulty because it keeps wanting to run down the side of the mixing bowl. So I'm just trying to clean that up a little bit so it doesn't keep doing that. And if the resin gets on top here, that's fine, because it won't affect the bead. And you also can just wipe it off with a paper towel or a baby wipe. And then if you just need like another drop or two to fill it up, just use your mixing tool. So now I'm going to do the rest of these, and then do 3 more, and then when I come back I'll show you how to put it together. Alright, so now they're all cured. I have my leather cord, and that's the brown one. You can use any color you like. Now I made 6 of these kind of like coppery colored ones, and then as far as the silver ones are, I did 5. And the reason I did that was because I want this color on each end. So another thing too is, if you don't want to make a necklace, you can make a bracelet. And these are the bracelets that I used for that other one. And these are real simple. You just unscrew the end like that, and then you just pop them on. Now this bracelet only works with these type of beads. You have to have the wider hole, and you don't really need the grommets in there, because I mean it just gives it a little bit like a more finished look with the grommets on either side, but I think it looks just nice the way it is. So you could do that, and then once you got all your beads on, you just take that little ball and just screw it back on like that, and then you have a really pretty cuff bracelet. Okay, so I'm going to be putting this necklace together now, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this jump ring off with the chain, and I'm just going to remove that, and that'll make it easier to put these on. So you just slip it on through like that, and then I'm putting it on so it's the copper color and then the silver. Oops. And then I just put the silver on, and then the final will be the copper. And then it's already looking really pretty. I just put the jump ring back on. Oops. Just put the chain on real quick, and then put this on, and then close it up tight. And there you have a really pretty necklace. So easy to make. And like I said, if you don't want to make a necklace, you can make a bracelet out of it. So whatever your main color is going to be, like on the ends, remember that you're going to have one less in the other color. This makes it so that you can have like the 2 end pieces the same color. So here is the necklace. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and press the bell for notifications of upcoming videos. In the description box below, you will find a link to my Etsy shop, and also you'll find all the supplies I used today and links to my jewelry, my artwork, and my photography. Thank you again for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.